Fast car checks, another one. Pull up on the skirts. Fast car checks, we are first. Bullets in first. Pull up and burst, whoa. Yo. Fast car checks, another one.
You're joking. Not another one?
Welcome back, YouTube. So today, on the episode of Fast Car Checks, we've got the Seat Leon Cupra R on the channel. It's not a standard Cupra, it's been track specced, a lot of things have been changed. I'm with the owner, Lucas. So welcome to the channel.
Yeah.
He's going to tell you more about this car, and we're going to do a full car review on this Seat Leon. So Lucas, just tell the guys at home what you've done to your Seat Leon.
Yep, so 1.8 20 valve turbo. It's been mapped at Badger 5, so it's 284 brake with just below 300 foot-pounds of torque. It's sort of the max you can push for an unopened engine. So on the front we've got a welly cooler from Creation Motorsport with a CSF rad and a Bartec oil cooler. In the engine bay we've got a Dialback Racing inlet spacer between the inlet manifolds, and then we've got a Pro-Ram air filter, Bartec high flow fuel rail, Forge 008 diverter valve, the 2 litre TFSI coil pack conversion, a bunch of new silicone hoses. On the vehicle there's also a Forge baffled sump. It's got a full turbo back system, so it's a full decat non-res on the vehicle. EP coilovers, fully poly-bushed. We've got a new speed anti-roll bar on the rear. Disc and pad setup is MTech groove disc with EBC yellow stuff.
And in terms of these modifications, so obviously this car is more for track use.
Yeah.
So did you do a lot of these in terms of like mechanically yourself, or did you get it done by?
Probably the only things I haven't done is fit the coilovers and fit the exhaust.
Okay. So you mechanic by trade?
Not by trade.
Just do it as a hobby?
When I first got the car, it was like, I'll put an air filter on it, I'll put a diverter valve on it.
Yeah.
As it goes along, I think I just like trying stuff myself, learning
fair
it all
enough.
out. Also the cage got custom made as well, so I didn't do that, I'm not a welder, so but most easy bits I'm more than capable of probably doing.
Okay. So we've gone over the power of the car. We'll show you some interior shots of the car as well. Obviously Lucas can explain to us what they're for. Okay then, so like I said, we've seen the interior, we've seen the outside of the car. We're now going to have the drive in the Seat Leon Cupra R. Yeah man, so we're just going to go for the drive now. Obviously like I said, thanks for coming out.
That's alright.
As you can see, it's race now. Yeah. This is savage. This is mental, isn't it?
It's a nice day for it.
Jesus Christ, man. And the way it handles as well, like we've only done like two corners, but the way it just leaned into the corner and straight back out.
So with the camber plates on the rear, we've got like -2.5.
Yeah.
And on the front it's around -2.7
Yeah.
on the Geo. Then we just changed the Geo dependent anti-roll bar stiffness, so we're on full stiff because it's a dry day.
Full sense, yeah.
Lots of revision to get it
Precisely where
set
you
up
want
how
it,
it is.
yeah.
Because I know people with the same car, it feels completely different with their car.
Yeah.
The way they drive, the way I drive. So just I think after every track day I've changed something.
And how long did you say you had this, sorry?
Just over 2 years now.
2 years. And you had this from completely stop
Completely stopped.
it's not spinning too much.
Yeah, you don't need any more. It grips up like from a low range now. If I was to go, it might spin a little, but little holes. It's got a really nice linear graph. So when it went to Badger 5, with the motorbike gear, you look at the graph. It's nice and smooth. They're probably the best in the business.
Yeah, Badger 5 for these 1.8 turbos, he's mastered them to the T, hasn't he?
I wouldn't take it anywhere else.
No. Driving this car, you know, you've got the gear sticks, you've got nothing in the back, so you're driving it to the T. And for me, this is where the fun begins.
Yeah,
you know,
with a lot of this, you're chasing, handling, cooling, braking.
Yeah,
that's everything I've done. I've not chased big power for it.
No.
Whereas a lot of people with these, we're fully forged and put a turbo on it.
Yeah,
and they're just spinning through the gears. They've not got the brakes to go with it. They can't take the corners. But either way, if you were driving it normally, you can sit in it normally. It's not too loud.
So we're gonna do the 0 to 60 anyway. So when I say 3, 2, 1, go, you go on go, yeah?
Yeah.
So 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, 6 that was. That's 6 seconds flat.
Bit of spin. You could probably get around 5.
Yeah.
We'll do one more.
Do one more.
Well.
We'll do one more. This is the final decider. So 3, 2, 1, go. And I think that is a consistent figure.
It's in the 5s.
It's in the 5s, man. Bro, you smashed it. Yeah, man, so we're gonna do the drive now. I mean, like I said, it's gear sticks in the right position, isn't it?
Yeah,
like it's nice
perfect
and
height.
Yeah.
Especially when you're out on track, you've got probably 3 centimeters between the stick and the wheel.
Yeah.
Rather than popping it down right down there.
It's on tap as well, so like boost there, isn't it?
Yeah, it spools about 2k in.
Yeah.
So if you can keep it in the sort of rev range,
3,000
it's got power.
you're in passenger, you never know what's happening, but you're realising how good your car is on corners now, ain't you? Because even me, when you was going around the corners, I was like, I mean, I'm not questioning your driving, I'm questioning can the car do it. And mate, this is made for what we're doing. Honest to God, guys, if you're watching this video at home and you're in the mode of thinking about what you want to do next in terms of buying a track car, if you want something to play around in, 5 grand gets you in one, maybe 3 grand if you picked up one that wasn't looked after too much.
It'll get you in a problematic one, but it'll definitely be a good starting point.
Yeah.